Hello, listeners, welcome back to my channel, and thank you so much for subscribing and liking the content that I have made. And I hope it's been informative and entertaining for all of you. And those who have not subscribed, please do subscribe and press the bell icon so that you don't miss out the upcoming podcasts. And yes, today my topic is very important, and I think this is what the parents are actually thinking right now, that how to engage the kids during the summer vacations. So yes, most of the kids have started with their summer vacations, and maybe others might have it in a week or two. So here, now we cannot again make the child spend time altogether with the phone or tablet or TV. So yes, we have to think something interesting which will not bore them, and also at the same time it is a bit of informative or educative, which also enhances their creativity and their skills. So yes, parents, in this podcast I'm going to tell some easy games or some easy activities which you can arrange for the child in the home with some basic or minimum things that are easily available at our house. And also one thing that we should keep in our mind is that during this 1 month or 1.5 month of vacations, we should see that the child does not lose in touch with the education, with whatever he has learned in the last year, because 1 month is a huge amount of time where they can easily forget what they've learned. So along with play in a fun mood, we have to include all that also, so that the child stays in touch. Yes, so parents, I have made this podcast in 2 parts because I have separated the activities and the games for small kids, and a little different games for the little older kids, so that you can decide which one fits best for your child. So before proceeding, I would just want to tell you that any activity that you choose will engage the child maximum for 20 or 30 minutes. Yes, parents, how much ever efforts we put in and how much ever time it takes us to create all these activities and think about all these games or whatever for kids, it will only entertain the child for 20 minutes or 30 minutes and not more than that. And also, you cannot repeat the same thing daily. Yes, maybe the same activity can be repeated on every alternate days, so that the child feels it a little entertaining, because if we repeat it daily, it becomes monotonous and eventually the child will get bored. So yes, we know that the child cannot sit for a longer time at one place. Yes, if we are busy with something and we ask the child, just wait for 5 or 10 minutes here, I'll be back. What will the child do while waiting for that 5 or 10 minutes? Either he'll do some naughty thing, or he'll break, or he'll do some other thing that will annoy us. So eventually we will be in the trouble. So we have to find the solution, find some ways to engage the child. And yes, they also don't want to do the same thing again and again, because they always want to explore different and new things. So we should also plan it as that we are giving them some qualitative engagement, yes, so that they are learning something out of these things that we provide them. So yeah, before telling some house activities, I will just give some list of courses or some activities that you can put them, in the outside, nearby your houses or anywhere. So we know that there are so many classes that you can join them, and again, this should be purely according to your child's wish. Yes, please don't force the child according to your passion or your interest, that the child should learn this, child should learn that. Let them learn whatever they want, because in this way they will go to that class with some hope, with some fun, with some excitement, and also it will be much better if any of their friend is also there in that same class. So then they'll have a company, so each day they will look forward to attend that class. So yes, you can put them in dance classes, yoga class, singing, or there are so many martial arts coming these days: karate, taekwondo, judo, and you can put them into swimming classes. Even gymnastics are there for kids. Then you can put them in any sport that the child likes: football, badminton, cricket, tennis, and then musical instruments also, whichever the child wants: guitar, a piano, or a flute, tabla. Then yeah, you can also put them in typing classes as well. These days even kids are sent for typing classes, so it's like almost like a laptop keyboard. We have the QWERTY one, so it will be easy for them also. So again, painting and crafts also you can send, and something like spoken English also can be the child can be sent. If the child is above 6 or 7 years of age, then you have your abacus or Vedic maths, and then even with spoken English you can send them for public speaking classes as well, and then handwriting or calligraphy classes also, where they can learn something different, right? Though this calligraphy will not be used much in their daily life, but then this is like an added quality for the child when they're doing some projects or something, where they can write in a very decorative, in a very fancy way, and they can score good marks in their projects or assignments. Yes, parents, now let's come to the activities, home based activities for kids of 1 to 3 or 4 years of age. Okay, so for these kids you can engage them first with some physical activity. This physical activity, again, it should be common for both age groups. All the kids should be engaged for at least 10 to 15 minutes of physical activity daily. We have so many YouTube videos where there are exercises or yoga done by the small kids, which will again motivate the children, and oh yeah, again a small child is only performing, so even I can do like that child. So the kids will look at the video and do the same thing. Next, to these small kids, if you want to avoid clay, because accidentally they may put it in their mouth, so you can give the wheat dough that we make for chapati. And yeah, one more thing I would want to tell, most of the kids want to perform things that the adults do. Yes, so this time during the vacations, in your supervision, you can make small things which adults do, but then you can give those things to kids, because they feel very responsible. They feel like, oh, now we are so grown up that we can do these things also. So yeah, when I'm telling about the chapati dough, you can either give them to play like a clay, you can add turmeric or some rangoli powders in that, if you want to add colors to the dough so that it looks like clay, colored clay. Or else you can give the chapati, the rolling pin and the plate or something on which they can make small chapatis. Yes, and next one is you can give them some colored dals, or like mixture of dals. Okay, some big ones like colorful dals, like you have your green moong dal or the yellow moong dal, and also you can give chana, okay, like kabuli chana or black chana. Then you can give rajma seeds, like rajma, soya. So with my basic thing in this is, you can mix all of these and ask the child to separate them. Yes, you can ask them to separate all the different kinds of beans and the chanas that you have given. And if you want, you can also use a sand timer for this, so that it will encourage the child to finish it in a particular time. And then you can also give like a scorecard or anything to motivate the child. And then you can give a star on the hand or a small smiley sticker. Yes, so the small kids get excited by all these small gestures of appreciation. Then next, you can also buy or get some books online, story books, which are basically colorful for these small kids. And also these days we get textured books. Yes, if the child touches the book also, they can feel it nicely. So what is there in that, what picture is it and all. And we also have musical books. Yes, when they open that book, the book sings a poem related to it, or the book reads out the story which is there in the storybook. So such books also will be very helpful. You cannot always sit with the child and engage the child, right? So such things you can give the child when you have your work to do, when you are not able to sit along with the child. So you can use these. And next, I'm going to tell a very fun activity where you just need some rubber bands, the black colored ones or the transparent ones that are used for packing and all, small rubber bands. Put them in a bowl of water and give a chopstick or a straw or some other any stick which is not so sharp and handy for the child, comfortable for the child to hold. And now you can ask the child to remove these rubber bands from the water using this stick. Yes, it's almost like fishing, so the children will enjoy this activity also. So you don't need much of things for this. And then again, you can just give them a pack of origami papers, and you can sit with them and teach some small shapes like a dog or a fish, or like a common ones, the boat, the cap, small things you can teach them with the origami paper, and then you can again give those papers to the child. I know there will be some kind of wastage, but then again it's better than engaging the child into some things that may not be useful for them. So I think this is a little bit better than that. And then again, another activity with the children will enjoy is you can draw the shape of their hands on a paper or a cardboard, and then draw the nails for those and give them your nail polish or some paints, and you can ask them to paint the nails. So again, this activity will also be very entertaining for them, especially if they are girl childs. They would love to paint their cartoon nails with different colors of nail polishes. So these also you can make sets of papers and give them. And then again, as I said, they want to become like adults, so you can just give them a spray of bottle with normal tap water, not soap water, because they may spray it in their eyes accidentally. So you can just give a bottle of normal water, or even just a wet cloth, and ask them to clean the cupboards or the doors or the refrigerator, so which will again engage them. And then if the child is interested, you can once in a while ask the child to water the plants. If you have a balcony or a garden, you can just ask the child to water the plants. And then you can also give some colorful bindis to the child, and if there is some drawing book, instead of coloring it with the colors, which is again very useful for them, you can give them these colorful bindis which they can stick on that particular drawing, whatever is there, whatever has been made in that book. And then again, another fun activity which you have to do with the child is like again play with a torch. Once you can give the torch to the child to play on, by himself, but then again, if you have to switch off the light, maybe the child may not like to play alone. So you can be with the child and you can play a game like if you have the torch in your hand, you can ask the child to command the torch light. Yes, if the child says go on to the fan, then slowly you can just move the torch light onto the fan. And if the child says go on to the door, then again you can move the torch light to the door. So slowly like this you can play with the child. The child is thinking as if the child is commanding the torch light. And then again you can play inside the bed sheet, inside the blankets, like a tent house. And also these are very small activities because these are young kids, 1, 2, 3, 4 years old. So small things also will excite them, and also it's like a time pass for them, so they will easily pass time. And then again, if you want to make them learn writing, we get the write and wipe books. Yes, on those books you can make the child write with sketch pens, which is again very exciting for them because they're always writing with pencils. So now if you suddenly give them sketch pens to write, they'll get very happy and excited. So it's nothing but they can write on those books with sketch pens, and again they can wipe it off with a wet cloth. So such kind of books are also available. English, maths, Hindi, all other things are available in this. So yes, you can buy such books and again engage your children. Yes, parents, please do stay tuned to my podcast for such amazing tips. And as I've told, I'll be making a part 2 for this, for a little grown-up kids activities. So yes, please do listen to all of these and do use these and have a happy vacation. Bye. Thank you.